Hey everyone, welcome to the Movie Throne. I'm your host, the King Kansas in the flesh. I just got back from watching Thor Love and Thunder starring Natalie Portman and Chris Hemsworth and a whole bunch of other amazing actors like, uh, oh my god, Tessa Thompson, Russell Crowe, Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher. Anyways, as you can tell by my voice, I'm a little excited. Went with the great Scotty V from the Civil Canadians. You can go check that out. King in an alternate reality was on a little YouTube channel called the Civil Canadians with the great Scotty V. Scotty V, I think, is still there, so go check him out and stuff. But anyways, it's a quick shout out to him. Past history, reliving present history with him. Anyways, we had a blast. We checked it out. So anyways, we went to go see this. So the King, like everybody else who's seen it a day or two later than everyone else, saw the reviews, saw all the negativity and the low Rotten Tomato score and all that shit. And I can honestly tell you that I enjoyed it. Yes, there is a lot of jokes in this one, more that should be. It doesn't overshine anything. The storyline is not the greatest or the most, I guess, complicated at all. Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher is phenomenal. All I say that it starts with him and it ends with him. Natalie Portman as the mighty Thor was cool. It explains itself how she does get it. And yes, they do follow a little bit of the comic book that her getting, stage 4 cancer. And she thinks by wielding the hammer that it'll help kind of cure her a little bit. But there's a little twist with that. I'll just leave it at that. Her as the Thor and fighting is pretty cool. Their first encounter when he actually sees her is pretty cool. Korg is Korg in this, guys. He does a little narration several times in the film. Taika does his mannerisms in it, but it's pretty cool, pretty funny. Russell Crowe as Zeus is phenomenal. That's pretty cool with his scene. He speaks in broken English like how a Greek was, and me being Greek Spartan, I think he nailed it. I think he didn't make fun of any Greek there in any shape, form. Special effects are phenomenal. They did have their stage play reenactment there in New Asgard. It's an amusement center, if you want to call it. Those two goats, holy shit, guys. The way they would make noise reminding me of my little demons themselves, but holy crap. It's not a bad film, guys. It's not on par with Thor Ragnarok. So if you expected Thor Ragnarok Part 2, it's not that at all. It took elements from there. It's very bright. Looks pretty cool. Not too long. It's only 2 hours long, which is pretty cool. Gore, yes, just like any other Marvel villain, he is underutilized. They use them as they need him. Little reveals. Guardians are not in it a lot as well, but Guns N' Roses, if you're a Guns N' Roses music fan, music is played throughout this whole thing, and there is a scene that I think all the kids will love when Thor kind of recruits a whole bunch of young kids to stop Gore and to damage the sword and stop him from reaching eternity, which is pretty cool. Thor does have a new role that he's taken upon himself because there is several deaths in the film, which is sad, but post-credit scenes totally fixes that up easily. You'll know exactly what I mean with the second one, so stick for that. The first one wasn't a big deal, guys. I can ruin it for you. It's Hercules shows up, and I'm like, And then something happens near the end with Natalie Portman's character and stuff like that, which is, I don't know, it didn't hit me as hard, but it was sad, but you knew that there's going to be a continuation in one shape or form. So she's kind of greeted by someone. All I say is Valhalla. Lady Sith is in it for a little bit. He ends up deciding to go that route and find her, which is pretty cool. The fight scenes, decent. Not the greatest, but decent. Not on Thor Ragnarok level at all. But, I don't know, the negativity and stuff like that, guys, I don't see it. Like, I know the jokes and stuff kind of, it's like too much overbearing at times. But like I said, it didn't take me out at all. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think the great Scotty V liked it too. If I had to compare it to Doctor Strange, this one I'll probably watch maybe a little bit more than Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange is a little bit more with the horror elements. This is more comedic down my route. But the new characters that were introduced are great. Valkyrie's good. Not used too much that I thought she would be used. She does fight. Natalie Portman doesn't overshadow Chris Hemsworth at all. They fight well together. The last scene with them together is pretty cool. Like, that's a pretty decent scene. But yeah, it's like I said, it's nothing complicated, nothing over the top. 2 hours of fun. Just go in with low expectations like I have, and don't think it's going to be on the same level as Thor Ragnarok. This movie needed to happen in order for us to get another movie, guys. And the third movie, I don't know what it's going to be called, but we're going to get Thor Will Return, because that's what we see in the post-credit scene right near the end after we see the last one. With it overall, I enjoyed it, and out of it, I got this. So, Dr. Movies, King got his Thor Love and Thunder mug. Comes with 3 toppers. You get Thor, Jane Foster Thor, and you get Korg. And I decided to go with this sucker, and that's what I decided to do. So, it cost me $11, but I enjoyed it. So, I don't know. I highly recommend you guys check it out for yourself. It's not one of the worst MCU films you'll see. It's not the greatest MCU film, but I think you'll totally understand and love it. If you love Thor, you like Chris Hemsworth, you'll be satisfied. Just don't have your expectations. Leave your expectations at the door. If you do, you're going to enjoy it. And let the crybabies be crybabies and the critics. Don't listen to what they have to say. Go watch it for yourself. It's worth seeing in the theater. And if you're a Guns N' Roses fan, you're going to definitely love this film. So, music's played throughout, guys. So, there you go, guys. That is my slightly spoiler-filled movie review on Thor Love and Thunder, starring Natalie Portman and Chris Hemsworth, Russell Crowe, and Christian Bale. Hope you guys like it. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out my other reviews and all that, guys. And as of this video, this will be officially my last Movie Throne session episode that you'll see, because returning next week, I think I'm going to do the podcast where I can do reviews. I can talk about whatever the hell I want every Saturday moving forward. And join me for that, guys. So until then, stay off the King's Throne. Go check out Thor Love and Thunder for yourselves. And I will see you guys all next week. Where? On the Movie Throne. Take it easy. Be the hell good.